Why I stopped tracking vanity metrics and focused on these three instead. When I first started marketing, I paid attention to follower counts, website traffic, and email subscribers. I'd check these numbers every morning like they were my bank account balance. But here's the problem. These numbers don't give you a real insight into what's driving sales directly, so you can't make informed adjustments. Today, I'm going to show you the three metrics that actually matter for growing a real business. If you're tracking likes, shares, impressions, or page views as your primary success indicators, you're making the same mistake I did. These vanity metrics feel good. They give you that dopamine hit when they go up, but they don't pay the bills. After realizing that I'd get myself lost and confused by chasing the wrong numbers, I completely changed my approach. Now I focus on just three metrics that directly impact my bottom line. The problem with vanity metrics. Let me paint you a picture of where I was. I was working for a company that had thousands of email subscribers. My website was getting thousands of monthly visitors, and my social media posts were getting thousands of likes. On paper, I looked successful, but I didn't know which levers to pull to make improvements. The issue with vanity metrics is that they measure activity, not results. 1 million impressions means nothing if nobody buys. 10,000 followers is worthless if they're not your ideal customers. I was spending hours every day creating content to boost these numbers, but I wasn't actually building a sustainable business. That's when I knew I was tracking the wrong things and that something had to change. The three metrics that actually matter. Metric number 1, cost per conversion, CPL. The first metric I now obsess over is cost per conversion, also known as cost per lead. This is simply how much it costs me to get one new conversion. Conversions are the activities tracked online when someone becomes a lead, calling you from an ad, filling out a form on your website, buying something from your online store, etc. Whether that's through ads, content marketing, or referrals, I need to know the real cost. Here's how I calculate it. I take my total ad spend for a month and divide it by the number of conversions I tracked. So if I spent $1,000 on marketing and got 10 new conversions, then my cost per conversion is $100. Why this matters? If your cost per conversion is higher than what a customer pays you, you're losing money on every sale. If you celebrate getting 1,000 new email subscribers from a $500 ad campaign, but if only 10 of them converted paying $30 each, then you actually lost $200. Now I optimize everything around lowering my cost per lead. I'd rather have 100 highly targeted visitors who convert than 10,000 random ones who don't. Metric number 2, conversion purchase rate. The second metric is conversion purchase rate. What percentage of conversions actually make a purchase? It's easy to assume 100% of your conversions will buy, but that's a bad assumption. This is where your CRM becomes important in order to track the sales status of each lead. I calculate this by taking the number of conversions who made a purchase divided by the total number of conversions. For example, if 4 of the conversions lead to a purchase, but there are 10 conversions total, then my lead purchase rate is 40%. This completely changed how I think about customer acquisition. When I only looked at vanity metrics, I was trying to get as many people as possible. Now I focus on attracting leads who will actually buy. I'd rather have 100 leads who make a purchase than 1,000 leads who just come to my site and waste my time but don't buy anything. Metric number 3, average order value, AOV. The third metric is my average order value. This tells me which customers are actually the most lucrative. In digital marketing and analytics platforms, this is usually labeled as conversion value. This metric cuts through all the noise. If the average order value looks good, then all you have to worry about is getting more orders. How this changed my business. Since switching to these three metrics, my perspective has completely transformed. I spend way less time creating content just for the sake of engagement. Instead, I create content that attracts my ideal customers and drives them toward a purchase. Assuming your margins are healthy, this will be your path to profits and success. You could have fewer social media followers, but if the ones you have are actually interested in what you're selling, then you're winning. And most importantly, you're profitable. Practical implementation. If you want to make this switch, here's what I recommend. First, stop checking vanity metrics daily. I'm serious. Remove those apps from your phone if you have to. Check them monthly at most, and only to inform your content strategy. Second, and most importantly, set up proper tracking for these three metrics. Use tools like Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics for conversion and conversion value tracking. Use your CRM to display conversion purchase rate and average order value data. Third, make these metrics visible. Create a CRM dashboard that shows you these numbers every morning to guide every business decision you make. Conclusion. The hardest part about abandoning vanity metrics is giving up that daily dopamine hit. It's addictive to see those numbers go up. But real business growth isn't about feeling good. It's about building something sustainable and profitable. Focus on cost per conversion, conversion purchase rate, and average order value growth. These three metrics will tell you more about your business health than any vanity metric ever will. If this was helpful, let me know in the comments which metric you're going to start tracking first. And if you want more content about building profitable businesses instead of just busy ones, make sure you're subscribed